Every time you open a browser or stream a video, you are tapping into a massive, multi-lane superhighway of data. For most users, as long as the web page loads, the experience is limited to watching thousands of tiny data vehicles blur past. Installing an industry-standard network analysis tool called Wireshark changes that perspective. This software allows you to pull over specific data vehicles, check their license plates, and look straight into their trunks to inspect the cargo. This visual guide outlines our entire setup roadmap. We will begin with the initial hardware requirements and navigate through a setup wizard that includes a specific hazard, a box that, if checked, can freeze your computer's hardware. To complete this process, you need a PC running a 64-bit Windows operating system and an active internet connection. Before initiating the download, verify your academic or corporate software policy. On any shared local network, a packet sniffer can intercept broadcast data traveling to and from other people's machines. In an IT environment, network visibility is a privilege granted by administrators, which makes securing authorization your absolute first step. The first phase of our guide requires acquiring the correct software architecture. Navigate to wireshark.org and select the Windows Installer 64-bit option. Once the download completes, open your default Downloads folder and launch the executable file. If the setup wizard detects an older version of Wireshark on your system, it will prompt you to remove it. Click Yes. You must completely uninstall any previous versions before the new installation can begin. This requirement exists because Wireshark wedges itself directly between your operating system and your physical network interface card, acting as a low-level translator. If a new translator tries to work while fragments of an old one remain, the communication breaks down. Conflicting instructions at this step can cause severe system crashes. With the old version cleared, you can proceed through the standard configuration screens. Keep the default settings for the components, pick your preferred desktop shortcuts, and maintain the default installation location. Adhering to these strict uninstallation and default protocols maintains digital hygiene. This process ensures the software has a pristine, stable foundation on your system. Phase 2 of our guide leads to a critical configuration step. The wizard will present an option to install a component called NCAP. While Wireshark provides the graphical dashboard to organize and display data on your screen, NCAP functions as the low-level engine required to capture that data. It captures live data without slowing down your connection. As a data packet flies past on its way to your web browser, NCAP acts as a high-speed mirror. It creates a carbon copy of that packet and hands it to Wireshark for analysis, leaving the original data stream uninterrupted. Because of the complexity of this cloning process, NCAP has its own dedicated setup wizard. Agree to its separate license terms to complete the capture engine installation. As highlighted by the hazard icon on our guide, the wizard offers a checkbox labeled USB PCAP. Leave it completely unchecked. This experimental tool is meant only for specialized hardware engineers analyzing microscopic data traffic across physical USB ports. If installed for normal network traffic, it can sever the connection to your external devices, instantly freezing your mouse and keyboard, creating a massive headache. This step highlights the importance of abandoning an autopilot installation mindset. You should never push an experimental ejection seat button just because the developers left it on the dashboard. With the USB checkbox empty, click Install and wait for the progress bar to finish. Once done, reboot your computer to finalize the installation of the deep system drivers. When you launch Wireshark after the reboot, the main dashboard will display your active network interfaces, confirming the live capture engine is listening. You can now intercept a protocol data unit out of the air and watch the digital envelope unfold to reveal its raw contents. This gives you the power to see the molecular structure of any data failing to transmit on your network. With the professional ability to intercept and decode unencrypted data streams, you have shifted from a passive user of the internet to an active, ethical observer of its mechanics. This tool provides a clear, technical view of the invisible rules that govern how the world communicates.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Professor Sistrunk, and I'm reaching out to the student body. Okay, students, we've been working with quite a few labs and packet traces. But I just want to do this particular lab, which is 3.7.9 lab, install Wireshark. Now, Wireshark, as it says right here, is a software protocol analyzer or packet sniffer. And you'll hear people in the industry that say packet sniffer more than they say protocol analyzer. It's an application used for network troubleshooting, analysis software, and protocol development and education. As data streams travel back and forth over the network, the sniffer captures each protocol data unit, PDU, you'll hear people say PDU, and can decode and analyze its content according to the appropriate RFC. So now I want you to understand this is what we use in the industry. Now, the industry has a packet sniffers. There's all type of packet sniffers out there or protocol analyzers out there that you can use. But this is a free one that everyone can go practice with and get skilled up. So I'm just gonna pretty much walk through how to download it so you can have it. As you just viewed in the beginning of this video, it explained a lot of details about what it actually is used for. And if you're a network administrator or in cybersecurity, you will be using this tool. So the first thing is you just have to click here and proceed to start downloading Wireshark. So I'm gonna go through a few of those steps. So let's go ahead and just do a preliminary download. Now, we don't need it now, but we're gonna go ahead and download it. So when we do wanna use it, we can use it to do the work. But be careful with this tool. It is really, really hardcore and it can do some damage to your computer or do some damage to other people's computer because you can find out what they're actually receiving. So this is for educational purposes only. Do not use this to do destructive things out there. And you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and proceed to download. Okay, so now we are at the website of Wireshark, and I will put the link inside of the description so you can have that link. But all I did was click on the link. Now, to download Wireshark, they make it really simple. It's right here. Download. Here's the website, though, if you really want to know what the website is, wireshark.org. Try to go in here and learn a little bit about Wireshark. You got learning here where you can learn all type of things. You can even get certifications in Wireshark. And this is really great to have on your resume because they know you know how to use it. And any class, networking class you take or cybersecurity class you take, you're going to have to learn Wireshark. So there's no way around it. So you just go ahead and click download. It's a vast amount of resources in here. So make sure you make use of this, okay? Now that you click download, I'm on a Windows x64. So I'm gonna click that installer and you see the release version right here. But it's for any computer you wanna go through that you have. You know, you got the Mac, Ubuntu. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this one here, and it pretty much shot it right up at the top. Now you can donate here. If you have the money to donate, go ahead and donate. If you can go monthly or one time, whichever one you want. I say no thanks, just download. So, you know, contribute to the people who put this together. And right now I'm not going to do that because that costs that I'll have to show all my finance and stuff, but contribute and it will upload it up to your download folder. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. Now it says file can be verified. I know what it is, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm gonna go ahead download without verification. And be careful on your particular system. Like I say, this is for educational purposes only, so be careful. Now, I'm gonna have to fast forward because the downloads normally take a long time, and I know you guys don't want to sit around that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this and then come right back with the download. Okay, so you can see right now it wants to Wireshark 4.0 already installed. So I already have it on here. So would you like to uninstall and reinstall? I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I want you to see the whole process of how it is. It's jumping on my other screen, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna say install, next, and I'm just gonna walk through the steps. Yeah, desktop version, and I want to do this and go ahead do that and then install, and there we go. So Wireshark is doing what it should be doing. As you can see, it's a real simple process. I'm gonna have a description of how to do Wireshark below, so try your best to, I'm gonna agree to the license, try your best to go ahead and install it. Now, if you have a slow computer, a computer that's running slow, don't install Wireshark on your computer because your computer cannot handle it. Buyer beware. It's a free application, it's open source, but just be careful because if you have a device that you don't really know how to use this tool, you know, I would rather you get some type of learning before you use it. But I'm just showing you how to install it. I will backtrack and do a lot of labs using Wireshark so you can see how to use it. But like I said, it has a lot of resources up here that you can use, and go through the resources and learn Wireshark. I'm also going to give you a couple of YouTubers that do an excellent job of showing you how to do Wireshark. So the moment I start doing an application in Wireshark, I am going to give you a YouTuber that I'm going to say, follow this guy or that person so you can make sure that you get what you should get in Wireshark. So it's going through the process. We'll be through in a few minutes. This video is not going to be that long, at best probably 10 minutes, but you see how to install Wireshark. And that's basically all I wanted to show you on this video. Matter of fact, here is the YouTuber that I want you to go watch right here. I talked to you about more information about him. He's really good at what he's doing, and I really would like you to get to know him on his YouTube page. It's really good. He says, get certified Wireshark hands-on labs, prepare and pass the WCAI, the Wireshark certification. This guy is really good, and it's a really dynamic tool out there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and finish up with Wireshark and then complete this lesson. So let's see how it looks. So now you can see how Wireshark looks on my computer. I am not going to go into the details of it because it's going to reveal my Wi-Fi cards and all that information. But you can see it's really simple to use. You can go ahead and put the information in. I am not going to do anything with Wireshark right now. I just wanted to show you that it is on my computer right now. With that being said, this was just a simple little lesson in downloading Wireshark so you can use it.